Ooh, what is happiness? um,
I think happiness is a pretty complicated concept that has to do with just sort of pleasure on the one hand, but has to do with broader meaning also.
We know that there's a whole spectrum of a positive state that one wants to attain that is much more nuanced than the word happiness would imply.
It seems to me that happiness is some blend of experience of pleasure and the experience of meaning and fulfillment in life, and I think much more of the latter than the former.
For me, staying in my own lane, not being comparative to others, my peers, that could have more than me or less than me, that is when I'm the most happy, when I'm in my own lane.
So happiness is something more long-term. I could sensibly ask you if you're happy with your day or happy with your life. Pleasure is short-term. Say, pleasure is an experience that could last 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a minute, a sip of wine. It could be hearing a joke, being hugged, watching your child laugh.
If you want to define happiness in any big picture way, you really want to be focusing more on what gives life meaning and purpose than you do on the moment-to-moment little jolts of joy that you might get.
Happiness to me before I was diagnosed with cancer a few years ago meant something very different to me. Happiness back then was about achieving these big milestones, graduating from college, getting the right kind of job. Now happiness to me is about the mundane, everyday little things in my life.
And we know a lot about the things that are associated with high life satisfaction. By far the most important is your relationships with other people.
There's kind of fleeting happiness, the kinds of little buzzes you get from eating an awesome ice cream sundae. But to me, the real happiness, what I would call joy, is kind of that deep connection you get with somebody else. My son racing up to me and just throwing his arms around my neck and his legs around my middle, and he's the koala bear and I'm the tree. That's happiness. That's happiness.